In a market of sideways walking crap coins, in a market of sideways walking coins, there's one project that stands out. Today we'll find out which product that is and where the price is going to go. Hello there everyone, I hope you're having a beautiful day. So today I'd like to talk about a coin that I've been talking about for a very long time. We did a specific analysis on this project. We've been talking about it ever since the hack as a potential entry at around $3.24 was our lowest scaling, and we've been accumulating this project for quite some time. So today we're going to talk about RUNE, Thorchain. So basically this was a project that was completely just shooting upwards, and then the correction came afterwards. They were hacked twice in a row, and in those moments of them being hacked, I think around $20 million of funds was hacked, but they had the opportunity to make the project better, and they had the opportunity to refund everyone because they had well over enough money in their war chest, as it's called, to refund everyone who has been hacked. And they now have a program, a white hat hacking program, basically incentivizing people to hack the project. And by hacking the project, they basically give them the opportunity to earn money by hacking. So a lot of different crypto projects do this, and now RUNE is doing it too after basically having received that hack. I think the hacker put out an anonymous message that he wanted to exploit the project as a white hat hacker, but they didn't have that incentivized project yet. So now they're giving out huge incentives based on the hackers, basically telling them break our project, expose our bugs, and if you do so, you get rewarded very, very handsomely. So now what I really like about this project is how not everyone understands the way it works. So the reason why this project is so good, in my opinion, is because it's complicated to understand its full potential. So if you want to know more about that, just watch the fundamental analysis video that we've done about this project. But for now, I just want to show you a specific chart right here. So this is basically the chart I wanted to show you guys, is RUNE over BTC. Now, we can see a strong horizontal resistance right here. Let's see if I can reset this chart right here. Okay, now it's good. So basically what I really like about this chart is how it just broke this horizontal resistance, and now we can move towards this supply area right here. We also made a double bottom pattern, push, pull back, push with a higher low, and then we broke this horizontal resistance as well. So a beautiful close above this horizontal resistance, and now we retested it, and now we're basically able to fly upwards towards a target of around 30% gain against Bitcoin. And then of course we can go towards new all-time highs, in my opinion, after a pattern like this, gaining around 80% against Bitcoin in a month like November. Well, that's just magical. That's fantastic, because I feel like I'm bullish on Bitcoin as well. So right now we can see there's still a lot of distance on the all-time high as well. This will be the first area to look at, in my opinion, around $18 to start taking some profits. Personally, I'm not taking some profits because I see the long-term potential of this project very well. But yeah, this is where as a trader I would take my first profits, basically fully completing this cup and handle pattern, a pattern we've seen repeated many times. So then you'll just have your small pullback and then your continuation, right? But the handle on this cup and handle formation is not always going to be a perfect rejection, right? So sometimes the FOMO kicks in. We saw this with Luna as well, right? We get back to this handle, very impulsive price action, little opportunity to get in, and then you just have your continuation, right? So after reaching the all-time high, we did another 121%. Well, for Rune, that would mean that after hitting the all-time high, if we put another 121%, we would strand at around the same prices, right? So around that $40 to $50 range. Now, if that happens, fantastic. Of course, I would love to see some price like that. And I truly believe that it has the potential to do so. So that will be another around 200% gain from here. And yeah, just a lovely, lovely position to be in, especially with my average entries averaging around $4 to $4.30 right here in the downside. Then I started accumulating here as well. So I have an average entry around, I would say, $6 in total. So this is a project I'm watching definitely for the longer term and short term as well, because we just broke out against Bitcoin and against dollar value. So beautiful, beautiful price action right there. Now, for me, what I saw right here on Bitcoin was also very interesting. We just started a new month. And whenever you start a new month, it's always good to look at the price action, right? So we saw a very bearish close right here. Basically some accumulation right here, right? We slowed down. We didn't break that 20 EMA. We didn't go into a full bear market. And then right here, a beautiful close above this resistance area, above that 50 to 60,000 area, the highest monthly close we've ever had on Bitcoin, which is around 61 to 62,000. And yeah, I'm just looking for this chart to continue upwards, honestly. And we had a small pullback right here, and then a perfect rejection of this area. So what I was looking at for Bitcoin was basically for us to continue breaking this trend. So we had this trend right here to the downside. Then we looked for this demand area that we saw right here, right? This was all called in the market outlooks. This market outlook right here, basically swiping all the lows, taking the liquidity, and you're doing exactly the same right here, right? So whenever you find yourself in a position where you see that there are a lot of lows at around a specific area, so around here, for example, just look for the price to swipe those lows, as we did right here, for example, and then just a big explosion towards the upside. So if you start backtesting this, if you start looking at the charts, you can see it perfectly right here again, swiping all the lows, swiping all the lows, swiping all the lows again, swiping all the lows that are positioned over here. Basically, you're grabbing liquidity. You're allowing people to fill up orders. Here again, just look at the charts. And if you see something like this happening, yeah, just get bullish, because this is the place where the big players will step in. I have a strategy that's based solely around price action like this. So you'll wait for areas like this to form. And then, yeah, right now, a perfect rejection of that golden pocket that we have right here, and a strong close towards the upside. So I'm quite bullish on Bitcoin. We're currently at a point of heavy resistance. I think there's also a point of control, or at least some volume right there. Yeah, it's like clean traffic above here, like once you start breaking that area. But for me, yeah, we're currently at resistance, but we've grabbed some liquidity, and I'm looking for this price action to continue towards the upside. And if we look at the daily price action, I'm looking to basically adjust this zone to exactly this point right here. So this is the zone I'm looking at, 64,271. That's the first price I will personally be looking at to see some resistance. It's also the minus 0.27 on this overall move towards the upside. And let's see if we can stack another confluence point in there. So around that area, like starting from 63,461 to basically 67,000, that's going to be my main area of resistance, right? So you have a lot of areas to look at here. We can basically mark this golden pocket, 63,500, and in here, 64,271. So that will be my main areas. And now let's have a look at the altcoin dominance chart. Always good to check it out. So I'm looking for this to continue towards the upside, and I'm looking for a price around here. So around 58% is what we'll be going for. And yeah, we already had some liquidity picked up here. So basically what you're looking at right now is the altcoin dominance chart, right? So it shows the way people are thinking about altcoins compared to Bitcoin. So what we can see right here is that this huge run upwards, right? This March to April run, people loved altcoins, right? We saw a lot of gains against Bitcoin. Then we had this huge correction, right? Then we made a falling wedge. We broke out of that. We didn't really make new highs, but we got back to this point, right? So this is like a huge double bottom. We grabbed liquidity. Altcoins are getting interesting again. So I'm looking for a higher low and then a continuation towards 58% to see what we're going to do there. So that means that right now, at the start of November, I would love to see Bitcoin gain against the altcoins. And then afterwards, I would like to see the altcoins gain against Bitcoin again. So probably the first week is going to be Bitcoin leading the markets, get a small pullback, and then we drive that continuation towards levels like this, and you'll see some gains towards the altcoin market again. Now, of course, this is not a perfect prediction, but this is just my general feeling towards the market right now. Now, I hope this has given you some clarity. I hope you're ready to smash November, because we're already getting closer to the end of 2021, reaching towards 2022. So I hope everyone reached their goals this year. I hope everyone is on track, and I wish you all the best, and I will see you in the next one.